And here's a big old dude right here, Lonnie Edwards, former Brownsboro High School star, and then also started 33 consecutive games at one point as an offensive lineman at Texas Tech. And he joins us on his way back to West Texas. Some windshield time, as he said, on 365 Sports. Lonnie with Craig and Paul, David Smoak. Thank you, buddy, for your time. What's it like to be a Tech fan, especially right now?
Hey, guys. Proud to be on the show today, and man, it's been a while, but yeah, to be a Texas Tech Red Raider right now, it's exciting. We're everybody. I mean, I text people throughout the day, get calls, and everybody's just so excited for this upcoming season. What Joey McGuire is doing.
You know, it's interesting that we're in an era, Lonnie, where a team like Tech can just say, "Hey, it's like, why not us? Like, we've been caught in this." This is who Tech is going to be. This is what Lubbock, Texas is. And now they have the opportunity to say, like, all that is BS. We're on the scene. How, like, do you have a little FOMO on that, or do you just ride the wave as an alum who's relieved that it finally can happen?
Very much relieved. As far as the FOMO, it's not the point to have any FOMO at all. Right now we have the people and the support behind this program. I feel like a lot of people right now, especially alumni and like your boosters and past players, it's time. It's finally time to make a difference and make it do a game-changing impact on how we go about with this opportunity to improve the program.
Lonnie, what's been your experience with Joey McGuire? Have you crossed paths with him much? Talked to him a bit? Just kind of what have been your impressions, and if you've been around, your thoughts on him as well?
Man, Joey McGuire, he's the dude. I come across him quite often, man. And one reason being that Joey, since he's been with Texas Tech, he's very much poured into the alumni, poured into the past players. One thing I loved hearing was, "Hey, guys, you guys that have played, y'all built this. We invite you back. This is your home." And he has just invited the alumni back into Texas Tech, which was something that
we lost him. Oh no, you were in a bad cell. Sorry about that. In a bad spot. That's okay. So you've gotten to know him and see what he's brought to the table. I saw a tweet from you, I think it was a long time ago, about you got a letter or a card in the mail from a player and appreciated your support of the program and so much more. So do you get a kick out of when Tech now starting to land these players? They've had players before, but obviously this recruiting class and the transfer portal and all of that, with what's going on and what's allowed, do you get a kick out of some of the larger blue blood schools who probably themselves always had a way of making sure they got the good recruits and bitching a little bit at Texas Tech and the billionaires contributing to it?
I mean, it just goes to show who's involved right now as far as the recruiting side of it. I feel like people scratch their head lately with, this is a school out in the middle of a cotton field, right? Lubbock, Texas, what's out there, and it's really putting us on the map. But I tell you what, just the energy and the spirit that Joey McGuire brings to Texas Tech football since he's been there, we're finally seeing what that's all about. You guys with Joey McGuire, y'all have been around him. He's just a player's coach, and that's what we've been lacking for quite a while.
Lonnie Edwards, former Tech offensive lineman, with us on 365 Sports.
What do you think about the team on the field this year, X's and O's wise, that this talent level seems to be raised with what they've done on paper? Again, with this is all we know. But not only that, but the coaching additions that they've made with Leftwich and Wood at the coordinators.
I feel like that was a great move. It's a very, very big improvement personally on my part. As far as the players that we brought in, everybody's very anxious to see. It's kind of like buying the new car and revealing it at the reveal party, right? So being a spring spring game this year. I tell you what, I thought I was a big dude. I mean, you step on the field with these guys, and I'm actually looking up at them these days, right? It's just a whole different group of kids, really. Just the recruiting of the talent and the genetics. Man, I tell you what, the O-line's huge, our defensive line's ramped up. I'm very excited to see what this year's going to bring.
You came out of high school and decorated. Depends on what service, but you were obviously a highly rated offensive lineman. How did you end up from Brownsboro High School in East Texas to Lubbock, Texas? What was the lure?
Well, I've told this story a lot before, and people have asked, why did you pick Tech? Why not Georgia? Why not Florida, OU? I mean, and simply put, when you're 16, 17 years old, you're being recruited, you got one choice to make. I felt like it was far enough away from home, but close enough. I had some family ties, some Red Raiders in the family. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, Mike Leach coming into my living room and just, he sold us from the beginning. So it's been great ever since. Best decision I ever made.
He is he not one of the funniest, God rest his soul, but is he not one of the funniest and maybe dry sense of humor people you've ever known?
Oh, there's nobody like Mike Leach. Like you said, God rest his soul. Be very missed. He changed the face of college sports. I mean, it's hard to argue that. And as far as Mike Leach himself, I give a lot of what me after being off the field and the workforce and raising family nowadays. It's just the grit and the perseverance that he instilled in his teams. I'm very thankful for all that.
Lonnie, Smokey asked you about moving, about how did you get from Brownsboro to Lubbock? Did you miss the trees for a minute, or did you did it kind of adjust pretty quickly, because Lubbock is a pretty fun place pretty much from the jump when you're 18 years old?
It is. I think you can find fun anywhere. And really, what I tell these kids is, go where you fit in, go where you just have that gut feeling of, hey, this is where I want to be. Because look, you're going to spend the next 3 to 5 years of your life. Hey, you're buckling down. You're going to have school and practice and football and study. And I highly recommend that all these kids come out of high school.
I want to get back to high school because I brought that up, and then we'll go back to discussing Tech, your alma mater there in college. So John Settle, who was a member of the greatest high school football team maybe of all time at Dangerfield when he was there in the early to mid 80s. But he was your football coach, I believe, at the end. He told me that a couple of things. One, that he tried to turn you into a tight end with a jugs machine. How did that go? And number two, you guys were running a drill one time and you almost all but broke his nose.
I'm trying to think back on that. It's been a while. I remember the tight end days. I think I was a freshman coming out there. It was like a baby giraffe trying to walk for the first time, right? I mean, you're coming out of junior high, 8th grade. You're around all these juniors and seniors, and of course there's the pecking order. But you're kind of nervous, and you're kind of just like I said, you're trying to learn how to walk before you run. But I think I was already about 6'2" at that point, and trying to get my feet under me. But I remember he sent me out for a pass, and it just looked ugly. So anyway, they took me down to the tackle position. I got in the squat rack, started bench pressing a little bit, got a little stronger, and I made a life out of moving people around.
So you're in Midland now. I think you say you're living in Midland, and you were on your way back across the state. Now you're on your way back out to Midland. Are you in the oil and gas business? What is it that you do now?
Yes, sir. Oil and gas business. The business development side for ProPetro Services. Midland's been great. This is my 5th year being in Midland. And along with that, with coming to Midland, it's just all worked together perfectly, because now I'm an hour and a half, hour 45, depending if you drive like I do. But from Texas Tech. So, but I tell you what, when Joey McGuire's first year when he came here, Stephen Hamby, he was the O-line coach at one point, and also a teammate of mine. He played center at the center position when I played guard at Tech. So we had that. Already had that bond. And I remember just Coach McGuire coming down to Midland for a high school coaches convention, and I was just asked to join that. Met Joey. Spent some time together, and it just clicked. And he's been great ever since. And one thing about Joey, he makes time for everyone, and that's just something in a coach, especially at his level, that you just don't see.
By the way, I think it was twice you were all Big 12 as an offensive lineman at Texas Tech. Lonnie Edwards, former Tech offensive lineman, also Brownsboro High School.
Lonnie, how often do you find yourself reflecting on the late great Mike Leach, or just something that he said at once upon a time like that? How often do you find that stuff kind of bubbling back up or sticking with you?
It may be every day or every other day, because it never fails. Being in Red Raider country, south of Lubbock, everybody wants to know, do you have a good Leach story? So I think a lot of the past players can reflect on that, and they know exactly what I'm talking about, because everybody wants to know a Leach story. Everybody had a different experience with him. But yeah, it's just been awesome being back in Red Raider country and being close to the alumni and the alma mater.
Yeah, we heard somebody brought this up, and of course wouldn't you love to hear Mike Leach on today's college football situation and landscape?
Oh, I would love to hear what his opinion is. I love it.
So with you being in the oil and gas business, we know what's happening with Tech. It's not like it just started. I mean, that's the blood of the state of Texas. But with what's going on and what Cody Campbell, Womble, and many others, I always am reminded that Tech has more than just one or two billionaires. They have a handful of them. To be a part of that, what's that like to be a part of that profession right now as a former Red Raider?
It is so awesome, and seeing Cody Campbell, a past player, offensive lineman who has done well and just bleeds red and black. And the charge that he took, and going to these donor meetings in Midland, he's leading the charge of saying, "Hey, I'm all in. Who's with me?" Mm-hmm. And just recognizing that and saying, okay, yeah, NIL's here. We either have to adapt, or you can be mad, or not mad, but just you can have all your opinions you want on if it's good or bad. Hey, guess what? It's here, and we have to deal with it. We have an opportunity to change the tide, change the future of the university, and put Texas Tech on the map. And it's been, full guns ahead.
Lonnie Edwards with us. How quickly after you stopped playing the game did you miss the game immediately, or did that eventually just or do you still miss the game?
Oh, you always miss the game, and always just thankful for what it teaches you and how you use it after the ball is done. I feel like the rest of your life starts. Always reflect back on it. I love it. I love getting around the sport, and just it gets me fired up. And I love to pour back into it as much as I can with the experience I have. I have people ask me, would you ever go back? If you knowing what you know now, would you go back? I was like, maybe not. Really? I was like, well, because, it is a grind. It's, you're grinding, let's say you're always hurting, but it's a tough sport, right? You got class, you got everything that goes with that. You do your time, and if you've done it well, you feel good at the end of the day to say, yeah, hey, I'm good. Now it's time to pour into the future and give back. That's my whole motto.
Well, you've done that. I was on the phone to share this story and let Lonnie go, because I don't want to keep you doing too much when you're driving. And slow down, young man. I will find you and give you a ticket, because I'm a maniac driving too. Are you driving just a big old pickup truck? What are you driving?
Oh, F-250,
Okay. All right. Well, that's a pretty big truck.
Mini Cooper. Yeah. I would say he's more. Lonnie looks like a Mini Cooper guy to me.
No,
smart car, maybe.
Jeez.
You might need to take the back seats out and weld the front seat in the back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you were on your way back into the DFW area, and I was talking to you about just life and everything else. You mentioned that you work for a Baylor alum. Is that right? Is it Mr. Sledge? Has he owned the company you work for?
Sam Sledge, he's a former Baylor Bear, which, again, going back, my brother had actually played with him. He played defensive end. Sam Sledge was a linebacker. I believe they moved into D-line. And just, the stars aligned, here in West Texas, went to work for ProPetros Services. And, lo and behold here, I'm like, I know this guy. It's Sam Sledge. He's the current CEO of ProPetros Services. A little history on that company. Everybody notices it's red and black. Mm-hmm. It was actually started by Red Raiders, and it's full of Red Raiders. So there's quite the camaraderie and support and backing, that goes into Texas Tech athletics.
Well, we got a lot of Tech fans from all over the Big 12 that watch us, but we have a chunk from Texas Tech. Do you want to give them a guns up or something before we say goodbye?
Say again, David. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of fans from throughout all of the fan bases of the Big 12, even with the schools that have expanded, the last 8 schools that have joined the conference, and a lot from Tech, from everywhere. You want to say a couple of things to Texas Tech fans as we say goodbye?
Yes, sir. Hey, guns up. This is our year. It's coming up. Hey, get excited and wreck them, baby.
There you go. Lonnie, thank you very much. You tried to give me Patrick Mahomes' cell phone number.